Ondo State Governor, Lucky Aiyedatiwa, might win out yesterday's governorship election with a wide margin of votes. According to INEC, Aiyedatiwa polled 366,781 to defeat his closest rival, Honorable Agbo Elijah of the People's Democratic Party, who got 117,845 votes. Political analysts said it is the biggest electoral defeat since the state was created in 1976. Aiyedatiwa also made history as the first person from a small riverine community to emerge as governor of the state. Candidate of African Democratic Congress, Prince Adeyemi came a distant third with 4,138 votes. A total of 508,963 voters were accredited. 12,896 votes were rejected, while 497 and 47 were actually votes cast in yesterday's election. Returning officer of INEC and Vice Chancellor of Federal University Lokoja, Professor Akinwumi Olayemi Durutibi, who declared Aiyedatiwa winner of the poll, said he polled the highest number of votes cast. Professor Akinwumi said Aiyedatiwa met all the constitutional requirements and declared governor-elect. Aiyedatiwa is the first governor in the state to serve as deputy governor, acting governor, and an elected governor. His fresh mandate will begin in February next year. Meanwhile, Governor of Ondo State, Lucky Aiyedatiwa, has assured residents of the state of improved service, saying that his victory at the just concluded governorship poll is a call to do more. Speaking to reporters after being declared as the winner, Aiyedatiwa promised better days for residents. According to him, having visited every part of the state during campaign, is more in tune with the needs of the people. The Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, has accused some individuals of trying to sabotage the efforts of government in curbing insecurity in the country. According to him, the individuals whose names were withheld by him were doing everything possible to frustrate the efforts of the government. Musa boasted that the individuals will not be allowed to have their way. The CDS spoke after receiving 58 rescued kidnapped victims from the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, for onward transmission to the Kaduna State government. The CDS, the report says that the victims were kidnapped from their homes and farmlands from Kayam, Sabonjai, and Kwaga villages of Dan Musa local government area of the state. The victims, comprising 35 males and 23 females, were rescued early last week by troops of the 1 Division. Nigeria's external debt may rise to $45.1 billion by the end of 2024 as the federal government advances plan to secure additional external funding. According to the Debt Management Office in its latest report, the country's external debt stock increased by $780 million in the second quarter of 2024, growing from $42.12 billion in March to $42.9 billion as of June 2024. In a fresh development, the Federal Executive Council last Thursday approved a $2.2 billion external borrowing plan as part of the federal government's 2024 Appropriation Act financing program. The Minister of Finance, Wale Edu, announced the decision during a briefing with State House correspondents after the FEC meeting at the Osogbo Villa in Abuja. According to Edu, the borrowing included a combination of Eurobond and Sukuk offerings valued at 1.7 billion naira and $500 million respectively. He said the funds were expected to bolster Nigeria's financial stability amid ongoing economic reform, and he said the final allocation between the financial instruments will be determined based on market conditions and advice from transaction advisors pending National Assembly approval. The Federal High Court in Lagos has ordered the National Broadcasting Commission to stop using the NBC Act and the Nigeria Broadcasting Code to impose fines, threaten to impose sanctions, harass and intimidate the broadcast stations and other independent media houses in the country. In a judgment delivered in June by Honorable Justice Nicholas Owebo, following a lawsuit brought by the Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project and Center for Journalism Innovation and Development, the court declared that the NBC and its agents lack legal power and authority to impose penalty unlawfully and unilaterally, including fines, suspension, withdrawal of license, or any form of punishment whatsoever on independent media houses for promoting access to diverse information on public importance. The suit followed the decision by the NBC in 2022 to impose a fine of 5 million naira each on some media houses over their documentaries on terrorism in the country. The NBC claimed that the documentaries glorify the activities of bandits, undermine national security in Nigeria, and contravene the provisions of the Nigeria Broadcasting Code. The Aragbiji of Iragbiji, Oba Abdurrashid Olabomi Ododo IV, has expressed appreciation to the sons and daughters of the ancient town for their immense contribution to the development of the town. Oba Olabomi gave the admonition at this year's Iragbiji Day celebration, commended the resilience and dedication of the people, which has led to the tremendous growth of the town has been witnessing. The 33rd Iragbiji Day 2024, held at Iragbiji Grammar School, Plainfield, with the theme Continue Consolidating Our Frontiers, attracted the presence of notable and industrious sons and daughters of the town, as well as friends and well-wishers who gathered to celebrate with them. Super Eagles' first choice goalkeeper, Sterling Wabali, and reliable wingback Ola Aina have been ruled out, and Ademola Lookman remain a huge doubt for Monday's 2025 AFCON qualifying finals Group D fixture against Abavobi of Rwanda, set for goodwill at Kwabius Stadium in Uyo, the Akwa Ibom State capital. Wabali was the first to be excused from the team to attend family matters in the aftermath of his father's demise. He was his soulmate for his South African club Chippa United during Saturday's penalty defeat to Mamelodi Sundowns in the semi-finals of the Home of Legion Cup, following a pulsating 1-1 draw in regulation time. His place was taken by Darren Johnson, just as Maduka Okoye remanded post for Nigeria in his stead against a desperate Amavubi side at the next of champions. Another silent snippet from the team's camp revealed that Lookman was excused from Saturday's training session after suffering a knock in Thursday's game against Benin Republic. Polls have opened in Senegal's parliamentary election as President Bassirou Faye aims for a resounding majority to see through the promises of ambitious reforms that swept him to power 8 months ago. More than 7 million of the country's 17 million people are eligible to vote today to pick members of the 165-seat National Assembly for a 5-year term. Faye secured victory in March, pledging economic transformation, social justice, and fight against corruption, raising hopes among a largely useful population facing high inflation and widespread unemployment. It dissolved the National Assembly in September. Faye appointed firebrand mentor Ousmane Sonko as Prime Minister, as Sonko was barred from running for president due to defamation charges against him. The pair promise of left-wing pan-African agenda promising to diversify political and economic partnership, review hydrocarbon and fishing contracts, and re-establish Senegal's sovereignty, which they allege have been sold abroad. Senegal's president on reforms now, election and Pan-African. That ends the evening news on OSBC TV. Please join us at 7 for Deadline.
Ni baba, ẹni abálàbà ni baba. OSBC Television Channel 32 UHF, Star Times 113 àti Free TV 502. Pẹ̀lú èèkàn ayélujára osbcng.org ti gbé àwọ̀ tuntun wọ̀. Ẹ máa pàdé wa ní gbogbo ìgbà fún àkànṣe eré oníṣe.
Ọ̀rọ̀ lọ bọ́rọ̀ lọ. Sọ ọmọ pàṣẹ. Ọkọ̀ yàrá lẹ̀ pàṣẹ. Eégún tó máa ń wájà lọ.
Ìròyìn eré ìdárayá. Ọ̀rọ̀ sùnùkùn tí gba ojú sùnùkùn.
Nígbà tí Olódùmarè rán gbogbo àwọn irúnmọlẹ̀ wá sílé ayé, wọ́n kàn ń sùn, wọ́n ń jí ni. Kò séèyàn kan tó mọ orúkọ tí ọjọ́ jẹ́.
Àwọn wo ni ẹ pè ní
irúnmọlẹ̀ tó wà sáyé? Àwọn ni Òòṣàlá, Ọbàtálá, Ọ̀rúnmìlà, Ṣàngó, gbogbo àwọn àkọni báwọn.
Orin ìgbàlódé àti ti ọjọ́ ọ̀hún.
Ìwọ lọ̀gá o, èmi lọ̀gá o. Èmi lọ̀gá ìwọ lọ̀gá.
Ètò tó ṣe àgbéyẹ̀wò ìdílé tó dára.
Nítorí pé mo mọ nǹkan tí mò ń wá nínú ọkàn ara mi. So